I just remembered I forgot something, but it's all part of the act. What we remember, what we forget. So I usually have a belt, so you can, particularly if you're at the front, you can have a sneak preview of that. Can you see at the back? Is it big enough? Oh no, I'm wearing underwear though, so that's alright. Lovely to see you all. You having a nice evening?
Yeah.
So far? And did anyone pay any money to come along tonight? No. If you were to pay money, this is an interesting little experiment. How much would you pay? If you could put your hand in the air, if you would pay £1 to come along tonight. There's a little bit of hesitation. If you're watching this online, there's about 50,000 people, so just trying to count this up. Keep your hand up in the air if you'd pay £1. Keep your hand up in the air if you'd pay £2. So, 3? Tony still, you have to stay till the end, Tony, because you're the organiser. £3? Some people got more money than sense, it seems. So, my name is Marrron, and what I'd like to talk to you about this evening have been some wonderful acts. Really enjoyed and feel very inspired by some of the topics that have been shared tonight, people sharing their soul. And I'd like to go for a topic. I'd like to talk about God. God's an interesting topic to discuss, isn't there? Isn't he, she, they? Who is this? Who is this being that is responsible for all this beauty in the world? Such joy, such wonderful things. And also some really awful things, which we've been experiencing recently. I am, of course, need to bring reference to the fact that James Corden is still breathing on the planet. That's one thing. But I've been questioning this quite a lot recently. Does God exist? In what form does this God exist? That's the kind of term that people come up with, organised religions, as an excuse to kind of be mean to fellow human beings. Just because of what was going on in my own life, wondering if there is actually a point in putting a request out, or you might say a prayer, asking for help. If our life is heading in a particular direction, we all probably know people who experience mental health problems. Is it worth asking, putting it out there? Because we never know. You know, there is no harm in asking for help. And that's actually something I started doing a little while ago. And things are turning around in a really positive way. I don't have any proof of that happening. So I should probably warn you, actually, it's a 5-minute stop. My bit, it's not full of jokes. So just take a little bit, I can breathe now. I don't have to make jokes and make people laugh. It is a comedy night, and there is a little bit of laughter, just saying that's all right, my job's done. But if God, this is the big question, if God in some form exists, a higher being, how can there be such bigger suffering of James Corden still being alive? How can such a thing happen with everything that's been going on in the news and everything we read about? Because then one thing would be, well, either God doesn't exist or God does exist. And a white guy with a beard, quite old, probably in his 70s, living above a cloud. What could make God such a person that's actually created does God create in man's image, something of that nature? Which, there is a philosophy that would say, yeah, and if you're bad, if you don't fit in with this particular mould, then you're going to be punished. It's like this amazing celestial being which could just be all about love. And providing a planet with such beauty that maybe the human consciousness is starting to destroy. But if God does exist, let's play around with that idea. I think he probably does actually live in Worthing, which Worthing is getting a hard press tonight. Could say Lancing as well. But maybe this is what's kind of deserved, basically, as this is what can happen if you spend too long living in Worthing. You just become bitter and twisted, and you have all this power to create this mad destruction on the planet, and all this war, this devastation, people killing each other. When he was living in Brighton, God was this nice little old man that used to beg outside the Tesco's and play the guitar and have a dog on a rope. And because the Tory government kicked him out, like cheaper housing in Worthing, without actually listening to what this guy could do and actually could bring all hell and destruction on the planet and bring suffering. That's what happens when you move to Worthing, people. So, if you know people in Worthing, then please send them some love. Because I would say that love is the most powerful energy on the planet. Love transforms all. If you can have people in your life that can give you unconditional love, no matter how you look, how you identify, whom you love, isn't that a beautiful thing? Because we all need a lot more love. Because look what happened. God didn't start off that way. He got kicked out and he moved to Worthing. And actually something else I'd like to share about why this could be the case, okay, cool, is that Worthing has been voted in the top 3 places in the world to visit 5 years running. But that was by readers of Racist and Homophobe Monthly magazine. So I'd like to end on that. Thank you very much. I've been Marrron. You've been beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you.